Have you guys heard about OpenAI? If you haven't heard about OpenAI, it is this AI chat that actually does literally everything. I decided to ask it a little bit about some Street Fighter questions. I just wanted to test the waters to see how it could handle me asking it about something like the Capcom Pro Tour. And it basically gave me kind of a copy paste of Wikipedia. And so I wasn't too impressed, but it managed to get all the facts correct. Yes, I am familiar with the Capcom Pro Tour. The Capcom Pro Tour is an annual series of fighting game tournaments featuring the games developed by Capcom. So, okay, cool. It actually gave me an answer there that made sense. But then I said, okay, can you solve a problem for me? Can you write a Python script to automatically generate the most popular clips from my Twitch stream and push them to YouTube? And it said, here is a general outline of how you can go about creating a Python script to automatically pull the most popular clips from your Twitch stream and push them to YouTube. And it gave me a step-by-step guide with sample code on how to automate Jick D in the chat's job. So where's Jick? Is he still in the chat here? Listen, you've been replaced. It literally gave me the entire code. Keep in mind that you will need to replace your Twitch client ID and your YouTube API key with your own API keys in order for the script to work. I hope this helps. This is better documentation than I could get out of any of my coworkers. So I figured we can go to this chat here and take it to the world of fighting games and Street Fighter after I demonstrated its power to you so you understand exactly what we're dealing with here, right? How about this? Who will win Capcom Cup IX? Let's see.
I'm sorry, but I am a language model and do not have the ability to predict future events or outcomes. Additionally, my knowledge cutoff is in 2021.
Ended in 2021?
So I do not have information about events
can't make
that have
predictions
occurred after that time.
Stuck in the past. How about this? Who is the best character in Street Fighter V currently? Okay, depends on the matchup. The meta can shift over time, very true. Ultimately, the most important factor in winning a match is not the character you choose, but your own skill and understanding of the game. No, it's Luke! All right, my job is safe. This will take my my spot as a software engineer for sure, but I can at least still cater to the normies on YouTube. I didn't think of my two branching careers that the one in fighting games would be more safe from AI takeover. Who is the GOAT of Street Fighter V? Stop with this subjective wishy-washy bullshit. Okay, how about we gotta get creative. So, okay, look, it won't make a prediction about Capcom Cup IX. How about this? Write a detailed story that shows how the brackets plays out in Capcom Cup IX. Didn't like that one. We got to finesse the system a little bit here.
Daigo, Idom, Punk, and Tokido are in a 4-man double elimination bracket. Write a detailed story about how the tournament proceeds and who is crowned champion.
Okay, it can write hypothetical tournament stories. Okay, here we go. 4-man tournament with Daigo, Idom, Punk, and Tokido. The bracket begins with Daigo facing off against Idom in the first round of the winner's bracket. Both players are well known for their skill and experience in the fighting game community, and the match is expected to be highly competitive. After a close and intense battle, Daigo emerges as the victor, earning a spot in the winner's bracket finals. Meanwhile, Punk and Tokido face off in the loser's bracket, with the loser being eliminated from the tournament. The match is also highly competitive, with both players showing off their impressive skills and strategies. In the end, Punk emerges as the victor, securing his place in the loser's bracket finals. Next, Daigo takes on Punk in the winner's bracket finals, while Idom faces off against Tokido in the loser's bracket finals. Both matches are intense and closely contested, but in the end, Daigo and Idom emerge as the winners. This sets up a final match between Daigo and Idom, with the winner being crowned champion of the tournament. The match is highly anticipated, with both players bringing their A game and putting on a thrilling display of skill and strategy. I'm noticing some patterns here. In the end, after a back and forth battle, Daigo emerges as the victor, earning the title of champion and solidifying his place as one of the top fighting game players in the world. Beautiful story. And it got one thing right. There was a little fuzzy on the details of how the actual matches went down. I think there was a lot of skill displayed by both players in every match, but it got Daigo taking it all. Okay, here we go. We're figuring out how to finesse the AI here. Do you see where I'm going with this? All we have to do is feed it who is qualified for Capcom Cup and tell it to write a fanfic about who wins Capcom Cup. Do you understand? It won't make a prediction. The following players are qualified for Capcom Cup: Samurai, the 4 Phil. I'm cutting it off at Idom. I can't type all these names in. Fuck it, I can. I'm almost there. Who knows? Joe Ume Rogan might take it all. Okay, here we go. The bracket begins with Samurai facing off against the 4 Phils in the first round of the winner's bracket. Both players are known for their skill and experience in the fighting game community, and the match is expected to be highly competitive. Really formulaic with the writing here. After a close and intense battle, Samurai emerges as the victor, earning a spot in the winner's bracket finals. Meanwhile, Mr. Crimson and Just a Kid face off in the loser's bracket, with the loser being eliminated from the tournament. This match is also highly competitive, with both players showing off their impressive skills and strategies. In the end, Mr. Crimson emerges as the victor. No, Just a Kid! Tournament continues in this fashion, with each match in the bracket being fiercely contested and showcasing the skills of some of the top Street Fighter V players in the world. Eventually, the bracket narrows down to the final 4 players: Samurai, Momochi, Punk, and Idom. Let's fucking go. Top 4. Okay, we got a real top 4. Samurai in the top 4? Momochi, Punk, and Idom, for sure. For sure. But Samurai? Wait, Samurai gotta take it all? Samurai was cooking this tournament? Here we go. Here we go. Samurai and Momochi face off in the winner's brackets finals, while Punk and Idom square off in the loser's bracket finals. Punk and Idom and losers? Both matches are intense and closely contested, but in the end, Samurai and Punk emerge as the winners. This sets up a final match between Samurai and Punk, with the winner being crowned champion of the Capcom Cup. Oh my god. The run back from Street Fighter League, Samurai comes all the way through Capcom Cup to meet Idom in the finals to put an end to his tyranny once and for all. Final match is highly anticipated, with both players bringing their A game and putting on a thrilling display of skill and strategy. In the end, after a back and forth battle, Samurai emerges as the victor, earning the title of Capcom Cup champion and solidifying his place as one of the top Street Fighter V players in the world. As Samurai is crowned champion, he's overcome with emotion and tears of joy flow down his face. He had worked hard for this moment, dedicating countless hours to training and honing his skills. To finally achieve his dream of becoming the Capcom Cup champion is a moment he will never forget. He thanks his opponents, his team, and his fans for their support and dedication, and proudly holds the championship trophy aloft, basking in the glory of his victory. Samurai takes home the cup for the US of A for the final Capcom Cup of Street Fighter V. Dude, this automates writing fanfics. This is amazing. Give Samurai a badass victory speech? Okay. Thank you everyone for being here today. It is an absolute honor to be standing here as the Capcom Cup champion. I could not have achieved this momentous victory without the support of my team, my friends, and my fans. Thank you all for believing me and pushing me to be the best I can be. But as I stand here today, I cannot help but think about the importance of community and sportsmanship in the world of competitive gaming. I have seen firsthand the destructive power of bullying and negativity, and I want to use this platform to speak against it. Oh, this is so true to life. I can't believe this. This is like the same spirit that Samurai embodied in his Street Fighter League speech. A Punk salty tweet? No. As Samurai finishes his victory speech and begins to walk off stage, Punk suddenly grabs the microphone from his hands and steps up to the podium. The crowd falls silent as Punk glares at Samurai, a scowl etched on his face. Hold on a minute, Punk says, his voice dripping with sarcasm. I just wanted to say a few words. Even though I lost, I'm still the alpha here. You may have won this tournament, Samurai, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm still the best Street Fighter player in the world. Punk goes on to berate Samurai and the other competitors, claiming that they are all just lucky and that he was robbed of his rightful victory. The crowd grows increasingly uncomfortable as Punk's tirade continues, and some people start to boo and cheer. Eventually, the organizers step in and try to intervene, but Punk is unwilling to back down. He continues to rant and rave, claiming that he was cheated and that the tournament was rigged against him. As the situation grows more and more intense, it becomes clear that Punk is not going to let go of the microphone easily. In the end, it takes several security guards to pry the microphone from Punk's hands and escort him off stage. The crowd erupts into cheers and applause as Punk is led away, and Samurai is able to reclaim the microphone and address the audience once more. Samurai gets the microphone back? I didn't write this part of the prompt. Thank you everyone for your understanding and patience, Samurai says, trying to restore some sense of normalcy to the situation. I apologize for this disruption, but I hope that we can all move past this and continue to celebrate the spirit of sportsmanship and competition that makes our community so special. As Samurai finishes his speech and hands the microphone back to the organizers, the crowd erupts into applause and cheers. Suddenly, a loud crash echoes through the venue as a figure rappels down from the rafters holding a pint of beer in each hand. The crowd falls silent as they watch in shock as Daigo, one of the most well-known and respected Street Fighter players in the world, lands on the stage with a thud. He looks dazed and disoriented, staring out at the crowd with a confused expression on his face. Samurai, still holding the microphone, is unsure of how to react. He glances at Daigo, then back at the crowd, trying to gauge their reactions. As the silence stretches on, a few people start to whisper and murmur, wondering what Daigo is doing here and why he seems so out of it. Finally, Samurai steps forward and approaches Daigo cautiously. Daigo, are you okay? He asks, trying to get the other players' attention. What are you doing here? Daigo blinks a few times and shakes his head as if trying to clear it. I'm not sure, he says, his voice slurred. I don't know. I think it was at a bar, and then I don't remember. Next thing I know, I'm here. Samurai and the organizers exchange worried glances, wondering what to do. It's clear that Daigo is not in his right mind and needs some help, but they're unsure of how to proceed. Finally, they decide to call for medical assistance and try to get Daigo some help. As the medical team arrives and takes Daigo away, the crowd slowly starts to disperse. Samurai watches as Daigo is taken away, feeling a sense of concern and sadness wash over him. He'd always respected and admired Daigo, and it was heart-wrenching to see him in such a state. He just hoped that whatever was going on, Daigo would be okay and to be able to get the help he needed. Suddenly, there is a loud crash as Ono lands on the stage from above, his arms outstretched like a superhero landing from flight. The crowd gasps in shock as Ono stands up, a fierce expression on his face. Daigo, get up, he shouts, his voice echoing through the venue. You have one last show you can perform. Daigo blinks a few times, then slowly gets to his feet, looking dazed and disorientated. Ono approaches him with a determined look on his face. You can do this, Daigo, he says, his voice filled with conviction. You are the greatest Street Fighter player of all time. You have nothing left to prove, but this is your chance to go out on top. As Ono speaks, a fire seems to ignite in Daigo's eyes. He looks around at the crowd, then back at Ono, a fierce determination etched on his face. With a roar, he charges forward, launching into a series of fierce attacks and combos. The crowd cheers and cheers as Daigo and Ono battle it out on the stage. Finally, the showdown we've been waiting for. Daigo and Ono throwing down on the Capcom Cup stage. Their skills and strategies on full display as always. It's a thrilling and epic finale to an already exciting tournament, and the crowd can't get enough. In the end, after a fierce and intense battle, Daigo emerges as the victor, delivering a final devastating Shoryuken that sends Ono crashing to the ground. The crowd erupts into cheers and applause as Daigo stands tall, a triumphant look on his face. As the crowd starts to filter out of the venue, Samurai watches from the wings, a sense of pride and admiration welling up inside of him. He'd always looked up to Daigo and Ono as his heroes, and it was an honor to have been able to compete alongside them and learn from them. He knew that this would be a moment he would never forget, and he was grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it. The end. And that's how Capcom Cup 9 is gonna go, 2023. I can't think of a more suiting ending to the Street Fighter V saga than Daigo and Ono battling it out for one last time. Ono doesn't need a medical team, he'll be okay. Oh my god. This is too good. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. All right, so this chatbot is definitely for writing your own fan fictions.